So what is the benchmark confidence? Probability of did I miss that? Okay. Benchmark confidence, right? So probability of the consequent is your benchmark. So probability of blue. Okay, so probability of blue is right here. Support as a percentage, that's your probability. All right. So lift ratio is that divided by that.
How'd you get the benchmark?
Benchmark is the consequent, probability of the consequent. So here consequent is what? So go to support expressed as percentage. So that's your benchmark confidence. So all right. So same here, benchmark for here is probability of red. All right. So then you copy that, then you get your lift ratio. Okay. So proceed in that fashion. Okay. Yes.
When you do like on the next one, whenever it's white and blue, and
So like here.
yeah.
All right. So here the confidence, first let's get the confidence. Confidence will be blue, red and white, right? Blue, red and white is that. Okay, and divided by the antecedent which is blue.
A bit more like the benchmark whenever you have two.
Yeah, so it will be probably, yeah. So your benchmark is the probability of the consequent, which is red and white. So
Okay.
that. Okay, so then you get your. All right, so that's how you would compute the lift. So lift ratio is an important consideration. So we've already done all this. So lift greater than 1 indicates the rule is useful. So it's not completely random. All right, so
Greater than or 1 or greater?
greater than 1. 1 means it's just the same as whether if they are independent. Okay, less than 1 is even worse. It can be less than 1. Okay, so let's look at some interpretations. So an efficient rule, so a high lift ratio is an efficient, strong rule. But just because you have an efficient rule doesn't mean, for example, just because the lift is high doesn't mean that it is very useful, because if the support is very low, the meaning that rule occurs very few times. You have 100,000 transactions and this rule occurs say 50 times. Very few times, but the association is really great. The lift is really great. So lift by itself may not be very useful. Okay. An efficient rule is very effective. It's preferable. High confidence rule are preferable as they find consequent at higher rate, okay, which is what we talked about. Low confidence rule finds consequent at a lower rate. See, that's the opposite of the high confidence. So that's not very effective. But an effective rule, which is one with high lift ratio, with low support, is not very useful because it doesn't occur that often. So it occurs once in a blue moon, so who cares? Even though the association is really good. Okay, a very efficient rule with very low support may not be as desirable as relatively less efficient, okay, something that has smaller lift, but the confidence is high. Okay, so that would be more useful.